Welcome again. This lecture is based on defuzzification methods. As we discussed during the last lecture, that a fuzzy logic system has four main components. A fuzzifier, which converts a crisp value to a fuzzy quantity. Some operations are performed on that. And then finally, the fuzzified result is converted back to the crisp value, because we cannot control any system with the help of a fuzzy value. For that we need a crisp value. So the job of defuzzifier is to convert a fuzzy value to a crisp value. Okay, so let us discuss this topic in details. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, that output of a fuzzy system may be a combination of multiple membership functions. Okay, the combination may be performed in the form of union, intersection, or many other operations. Okay, so as a result we get a fuzzy value, but we cannot use that fuzzy value directly in the applications for taking the decisions. For that purpose we need crisp values. Therefore the fuzzy results are needed to be converted to a crisp quantity, and this process is known as defuzzification. Or in other words, we can say that defuzzification is the process of converting a fuzzy value or fuzzy quantity to a crisp quantity. There are many methods for performing defuzzifications, like lambda cut method, maxima methods, centroid methods, and weighted average methods. We will discuss these methods one by one. Okay, so we start with lambda cut method. In case of a lambda cut method, we need a crisp value lambda which lies between 0 and 1, like a degree of membership. So it is used to transform a fuzzy set to a crisp set. Actually, lambda cut method converts a fuzzy set to a crisp set. This method is also known as alpha cut method, and we can use this method to convert a fuzzy relation to a crisp relation or classical relation also. Okay. So fuzzy set A is converted to a crisp set alpha lambda. Okay, here this lambda is a kind of threshold which lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so in order to convert fuzzy set to a crisp set, what we do, we compare the degrees of membership of the elements in fuzzy set A with lambda, and we take all those elements whose degree of membership is greater than or equal to lambda. Okay, in algebraic form we can write this in this way, that crisp set a lambda having elements x such that their degrees of membership in fuzzy set A is greater than or equal to lambda. Okay, so it would be more clear with the help of an example. Let us discuss that example. Okay, so let us consider a fuzzy set A given like this. Here we have 6 elements with their degrees of membership. Okay, 6 elements x1 to x6. Okay, suppose lambda is given to 0.7. so compare the degrees of membership of the elements in fuzzy set A with lambda. So here degree of membership of x1 is smaller than lambda, so we discard this element. In the same way, x2 is also discarded. The degree of membership for x3 is greater than lambda, 0.9. it is greater than lambda, which is 0.7. So we take this x1, x3. Okay, here we discard x4 because its degree of membership is smaller than lambda. X5 is also discarded, and we retain x6 because its degree of membership is greater than lambda. So in the crisp set represented by a 0.7, here 0.7 is lambda, is having two elements, x3 and x6. Here we do not write membership degrees because it is a crisp set or a classical set, it is not a fuzzy set. Okay, so in this way a fuzzy set is converted into a crisp set. Okay, if suppose lambda is 0.5, again we perform the same procedure. We compare degree of x1 to lambda, it is greater than lambda, so we take it here. X2 is discarded, x3 we take, x4 we take, x5 discarded, x6 we take into the classical set is 0.5. Okay, so in this way, by comparing the degrees of membership of the elements in a fuzzy set with the given value of lambda, we can convert a fuzzy set into a crisp set. Okay, the same operation can be performed on fuzzy relations also. Okay, so lambda cut methods are used to convert a fuzzy set or a fuzzy relation into a classical set or classical relation respectively. These are some properties of lambda cut sets. Okay, so I am not going into the details of these properties because these are very simple and we have discussed these type of properties in other cases also. Okay, so I leave it here, and the same properties are also followed by lambda cut relations. Okay, lambda cut sets are those classical sets which are obtained from a fuzzy set by applying lambda cut method. In the same way, a lambda cut relation is a classical relation which is obtained by applying lambda cut method on a fuzzy relation. Okay, so both lambda cut sets and lambda cut relations follow these properties. Okay, but lambda cut methods have a disadvantage that they cannot generate a single value for a given membership function, but often in many applications we do not require a set, rather we require a single value. Okay, so in that case lambda cut methods are not applicable, we have to use some other methods, and these methods are maxima methods, centroid methods and weighted maxima method. So we start with maxima methods. There are 4 different maxima methods: max membership principle or height method, first of maxima, last of maxima and mean of maxima. Okay, so max membership principle is also known as height method. It converts a fuzzy set or a fuzzy membership to a crisp value, that is, it produces single valued output, okay, according to the peak of the membership function. If you consider this figure which is representing a particular membership function, so if you apply max membership principle or height method, then what we do, we simply find out the peak of the membership function. As in this case it is here, this is the peak or height of the membership function. That is, if a fuzzy set is given, then simply you find out that element which is having highest membership degree. So here in this figure, this point is representing, this element is representing the highest degree of membership. So corresponding to this point, we take value at x-axis, which is represented by x star. So x star is nothing but a crisp value that is obtained by applying height method or max membership principle on a particular fuzzy set. Okay, in algebraic form we can write it like this. Okay, here x star is that element in the fuzzy set which is having the degree of membership which is greater than or equal to other elements. Okay, rather it should be greater than, not equal to. Okay, so this method is very simple. Simply compare the degrees of membership of all the elements and take the element with highest degree of membership, and that is produced as the crisp output value. Okay. But this method fails if there are multiple peaks of the same height, as shown in this figure. Here we have two peaks with the same height. So now question arises, because there are two values corresponding to the maximum degree of membership, so which one we should take? Okay, so there is no answer if we apply max membership principle. Okay, so in that case, where membership functions or a fuzzy set is having multiple peaks with the same height, then we have to apply some other methods except the height method. Okay, so this method is applicable only if we have unique peak for a given height. Okay, as in this case. So here this method is not applicable, but here we can apply this method because in this case there is a unique peak, but here we do not have a unique peak. Okay. So for the fuzzy sets like this or this, here we have three peaks of the same height, here we have two peaks of the same height, and similarly here we have two peaks of the same height. So for these type of fuzzy sets we can apply first of maxima. Okay, it simply says that if there are multiple elements with the maximum height or peak height, then take the first one as the output. Okay, here in this example there are two elements A and B, which is having the peak height. Okay, so simply take the first one, A. So if you apply first of maxima, then in this case A is produced as the output, and in the same way here we have three peaks of the same height. So the first one, that is A, is taken as the output. Okay, another method is last of maxima. Here we simply take the last element from those elements which are having same height. Okay, it is in this case B, and here it is C, because C is the last one among the three elements having same height. Okay, another method is mean of maxima. It is also known as middle of maxima. it simply take the average of all those values of those elements which are having the highest degree of membership. Okay, so here in this case it would be a plus b divided by 2. Here it would be a plus b plus c divided by 3. Okay, so this is the case of mean of maxima or middle of maxima method. Okay. So let us discuss it with the help of some example. Okay. Let us consider a fuzzy set tall. Okay, it is representing the height which can be considered as tall. Okay, so for different height measurements we have different degrees of membership. Okay, 160 centimeter degree of membership 0.4. For 170 it is 0.7. For 180 0.9, and 190 it is 1. So if you apply height method or max height principle, then we get 190 centimeter as the output. Okay. If you apply first of maximum, consider again another set. Here we have one more element with height 1. Okay, in this case there is only one element with maximum height, but here we have two elements with maximum height 1, and therefore we cannot apply height method here. So we can apply first of maxima, last of maxima, or mean of maxima methods. So according to first of maxima we get 190 centimeter as the output, because this is the first element which is having the maximum degree of membership. If you apply last of maxima, then you get 200, because this is the last element with maximum height. And here this is mean of maxima, that is we take average of 190 and 200, that is 195. So 195 is produced as the output. Okay, as a crisp output. Okay, so these are simple methods. We have some more complicated methods which are known as centroid methods. So we will discuss these methods in next lecture. So that's all for today. These are the references that you can follow. Okay, thank you.